Let's talk about learning and inquisitiveness, because you are annoyingly inquisitive. You are the kind of guy that as soon as you meet someone, you'll be like, "Hey, how much money do you make? Who's your CEO? What is their salary? How do I hire them? If I want to hire someone just like yours, how do I hire?" You'll ask these really competitive, invasive questions straight up. And me and some of our friends were like, "Sam, shut up. What are you
I think
doing?"
it's changed a little bit.
A little bit.
It's a lot more natural. I don't ask about money as much. But yeah, I am like that.
What do you think? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing?
It's net positive. Yes.
Yeah.
I on a weekly basis, someone will say to me, "I don't know why I just told you that. I've never told that to anyone."
I guess no one's ever just asked them how much money they make or something.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I do it all the time. And I think it's been great. I think that I've always been like that. I don't know why, but I've never been afraid to ask. And so me and Neville became friends because I cold emailed him and I just said like I'm just gonna make you my friend. Like I'm gonna figure out how to make that happen. And I think that's how
Well, you fooled me into coming.
It wasn't a lie, but I exaggerated the truth. I told him I've got a wonderful place for him to stay, and he ended up sleeping in my bed, and I slept on the couch.
Not your bed. In your basement thing in San Francisco with your pit bull on the
Yeah.
couch.
Yeah, he slept on it, something like that. But anyway, I am quite inquisitive, and I think I know a lot, and I think I have my point is that like you're a few years older than me. You guys are probably 7 years older than me.
Mhm.
So you're further along in your careers. My whole shtick is I want to figure out what you did well and copy it, and I want to avoid all the mistakes you made.
That's
And so
great.
I'm just going to ask you these questions, and you're just going to tell me the answer. And thank you. You just gave me cheat codes.
Do
So
people get mad at you sometimes?
yeah, you did. Yeah, you've yelled at me. Noah has gotten pissed off at me, but for the most part, no. I mean, because I think like if someone like wants to do an easy out, I'll be like, all right, I won't talk about it anymore. Like we talk about your business and revenue and stuff, but like I know that you don't love discussing it, so I don't really.
Yeah, especially when there are like other people around and
If
stuff like that. So
yeah,
then I'm like, I'm just not going to say that.
and I know that I didn't know that until recently, but after hanging out with some folks, I learned I'm like, all right, I can't talk about that publicly in front of others, and so I don't do it now. But I still do it all the time. It works great. I do it like I don't understand why more people don't do it.
Well, so honestly, when I was young, I used to do that all the time. And so like now I don't care if someone has a cool car at all. But back in the day, I was just like, I thought like if someone had a cool car, they were super rich. That's just what I thought because I was young and stupid. And I would go up to him and be like, "What do you do? How do you do it?"
I think everyone should be like that, by the way.
Yeah, when they're
That is the
young.
answer because it's flattering.
Also, you know what? People like answering young people.
Totally.
So when I was like 18, people would always tell me.
So I'm still young, but I'm not young enough that I can get away with doing that. And so
Yeah, bro, I don't know, like young anymore.
I'm early, hopefully, in my career still. But I think that if you're 18 and you're watching this, don't be afraid to ask someone that question. If some 18-year-old came to Neville's house and saw your condo and they would be like, so wait, you like aren't waking up that early, you don't have a job. What do you do? How do you do that? Like you're flattered, right? You're like, well, this is what I do. And it's fun and exciting. And I think that people are afraid to ask that, but they shouldn't be.
That's a good point. I remember when I was a Boy Scout, we had to go door to door and sell stuff, and like everyone loved helping out a Boy Scout, and it kind of made me think like, oh yeah, people like helping young people.
Well, the way that it is Chris Rock said this analogy. He said, if your car breaks down on the road and you're just sitting there, people may not help you, but if they see you pushing your car, they're more likely to get out and help you push the car.
Great point.
And that's kind of how I look at it.